So North Carolina has three tier counties, a system of tiering counties, and
Mhm.
North Carolina has 100 counties, and 80 of them are either in tier one or tier two. Tier
Wow.
means
Okay.
yeah, so that means
Mhm.
80%
Over
of
50, like, that's insane.
yeah,
Wow.
but that's pretty typical for most states.
Mm. Mhm.
So, being in the space of education, um, I've been in rooms where they have suggested that with the new economy, which is
Mm. Mhm.
America is going to a service economy, that is why they deported our manufacturing and are now bringing in tariffs. So this has been a plan that was actually in motion when I was in college, and I graduated
Oh,
over 20.
really?
So yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
as a marketing major, there we were told that we would work overseas, and uh, companies were moving overseas, and we currently are working with Come University, and they are a growth of Black Workers for Justice, and this organization has been across industries creating assemblies where they would go in and have demands against unions to be able to pay workers fair wages. And
Mm.
so we are working with that organization. They've been working for about 40 years in this work, and they have seen in this 40-year space, when they advocate, then the companies would relocate across the borders, going to Haiti and other spaces to prevent paying workers fair wages in the US. And so we're in a time now where we're seeing this growth to service economy, and
Mhm.
this idea that when we educate our students, or when we're educating students, we must educate them in creativity. They tell the education field that we must educate them with creativity, and being able to critically think. There's actually four C's. I can't recall them all, because only a third of the workforce will be needed in the 21st century with the new economy. So
Mm.
this has been a rollout. This what we're actually in has been a strategic plan for a long time, that started with NAFTA, with having companies relocate overseas. And so this proposal is an opportunity to create micro schools in those areas, so that if people want an education and want to pay for it, there is a way for them to be able to do so. We do want to cut costs, because we did start with working with First North Carolina. Have you guys ever heard of First North Carolina? It is the largest after school robotics program in the country. And I want to say globally, because the students do participate globally. And so, I want to say about 4 years ago, first received a grant to have three robotics programs across the state of North Carolina, one in Raleigh, one in Greensboro, and one in, I forgot where the other one was located. It's on the website of our website. But we got into the competition, and we realized that we really weren't wanted in that space. They end up stealing our robot and acting as if it was, I guess they were surprised with my marketing background, and the fact that we were about to start selling robots to tier one, to Title I schools, so that we could actually reach those underserved communities. And so they straight came in and stole the robot. So we began thinking, and it was like, okay, to actually begin a competition team would be a heavy lift, but I had the contacts. So I was like, okay, so let's just go ahead and get it done. And so this is the team that's going to help us get it done. And we've got other teams across globally that are helping not only this project but other projects that we have. This started on the campus of Shaw University, and we actually started working with the Shaw students. We've been working with them for the past 10 years, And so this is actually a process that we've utilized with the Shaw students and them helping to be able to create books, websites, photography. So I come in, I teach them a skill set, and then their work actually becomes um, the groundwork of being able to actually put media centers in communities, as well as the students have served in the capacity of student educators. So we will have a group of mentees out of A&T to actually roll out this program. I actually presented to Detroit Mercer the other day to be able to prototype the robot. So we have different schools working on different aspects of this campaign. And so yes, this is to actually, and you guys are special because you're right here in North Carolina. We actually have a team of students in Zimbabwe working to be able to actually um, write the application software for a house that we'll probably prototype the robotics program out of in Rocky Mount. So we have kids in Ontario that's helping us with our accounting and finance and marketing. And so we have students globally helping us roll out programs and helping us execute curriculum and help us work with our clients to be able to create solutions where we can provide low cost marketing for them as well as partner with them strategically to beta test this idea out. I was recently appointed and elected for a sustainability committee in my town, which is Zebulon, which is not that far from Rocky Mount, not that far from Raleigh. And as we build, my goal within the next 3 years is to present the beta program to other cities as a part of the Main Street Initiative. And the Main Street Initiative is a collaboration of tier one and tier two counties across America that actually have a disaster preparedness plan and are making their downtown main streets viable and looking to attract tourism to their small town and or county. So that is the scope of the program and kind of what we're doing with this. I'll tell you guys about my background, but I wanted to know first about you. What year are you in? What are you majoring in? And what do you hope to get from this particular experience? And pronounce your name for me again. Is N-
Nastia?
Nastia. Nastia. Okay,
Yes,
Nastia.
Nastia.
Nastia, what does your name mean?
So it's shortened for Anastasia,
Okay,
which represents rebirth.
rebirth.
And
Okay,
mhm,
Nastia. And what origin is that?
Russian.
Russian. Okay. Your
Mhm.
parents are you from Russia or your parents from Russia?
I'm from Russia.
Okay, okay. How long have you been in the States?
18 years now. Almost
Okay.
18 years. Yes, yes,
Okay. So
yes.
you were brought here as a baby.
3-year-old.
3 year
Yes, toddler, I guess.
old. So
Mhm.
not do you ever go back to Russia? How often do you go back to Russia?
I don't because of how it is going over there now. It's not
Okay.
safe.
Okay.
But I'd love to go visit once it is safe.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So Nastia, tell me about why you chose this
Yes.
opportunity and what you hope to get from it. What are you currently majoring in and what where you see yourself in 20 years?
Ooh, okay. So I chose this because I actually I don't know much about robotics. So I and STEM. I guess I'm a psych major.
Okay.
So I'm in the what do they call it? Like the psycho like part of the STEM major, like, cut off.
Okay.
Um but so yeah, so I am a senior at UNCC studying psychology and sociology. So I was really hoping to get more, I guess, business etiquette and how to continue making connections and understanding other people's perspectives that are not similar to my own. And
Okay.
then in 20 years, I hope to be actually a dean of a college.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Good stuff. Is it Kira? How do you say your name?
It's Kiera. Yeah,
Oh,
Kiera.
okay, Kiara, tell me more
Yeah.
about you. What are you majoring in? Why did you choose this experience? And where do you see yourself in 20 years?
I'm actually a STEM major,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm a biology major,
Yay!
and I'm a senior now, but like I transferred to UNC Charlotte last year.
Okay.
Like I'm a senior transfer,
So
and
where'd you come from and why did you transfer your senior year?
no, I was a junior last year. Now I'm a senior. My bad.
Right, but you transferred in your senior year?
Yeah, from a community college.
Okay, okay. What
Oh,
community
Yeah,
college did you go to?
yeah, and then
What
I
com-
transferred here. Huh?
what community college did you go to?
I went to a community college called Stanley
Okay,
Community. Yeah,
okay,
it's in Stanley County in Charlotte, but it's like really small.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, congratulations on the move.
thank you. Um, Honestly, I don't know nothing about robotics, like Nashtia said, and I would like to have more like communication skills and like collaboration skills and working with like a team because I've never done anything like that before. So like I
Okay.
guess I'm looking to learn how to do that more because I want to be a dental like get into dental in the future. So like in 20 years, like I want to be like probably like something dental and like having my own practice or like getting into cosmetic dentistry. So that's really something I feel like I would need collaboration skills with. And yeah, basically that's it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, hmm. Then okay, so then because I do have a group of students
Mhm.
from I have two what I'm gonna do, I've got another group of students that's working on the community educators program. And I also have a new set of students that I've never met before. It's four of them. And so I will be Nate is a National Alberta Institute of Technology in Alberta, Canada. Got two older interns, seasoned is what I call them, seasoned interns. They were previously insurance. One is from the Philippines and one is from Nigeria. And they both live in Canada. And I told them I wanted them to, because they're seasoned and they have um, experience, I'm actually teaching them the customer journey, which you'll learn about the customer journey too. But they're also working with insurance reps. So what I can do is put you on two projects. I can put you on this project and that project. And the same thing that I'm teaching you within this project, you guys can all meet up from different, because I've been wanting to do this, right? I've been wanting to do this whole meetup thing because you got students from all over and they meet on Fridays. They meet on Fridays at 6 o'clock. And so let me get through the lesson first. Let me see how that works. Let me expose you to what it is that you'll be learning. And then not only can you do this for the robotics, but you can also do it for the team of insurance salespeople that we're doing. So I want to show you kind of what the Team to Youth Community Foundation is, where we're going, and how we're expanding, and more about the Cyber Bears project, and then show you about the customer journey. So let me just share my screen. I can't always have like a ton of stuff up. So the TMT Youth Community Foundation is the nonprofit um, organization. We actually have I don't want to show it from here. Let me show it from typeset. Because we got to go through a major rebrand, so there's no reason for me taking to that website. My daughter's upstairs singing. Can you guys hear her? She's like 14, 15 years old. She's like singing to the top of her lungs. Yeah, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the TMT Youth Community Foundation, we teach tomorrow's leaders today. We engage students from ages 8 to 25. And basically, those students are uh we have the TMT Mentee program, which is our college program. You guys are considered TMT mentees for the semester. So in the mentee program, they do four things. They do curriculum development. They do, and usually that curriculum development is actually helping to write the curriculum, helping to administer the curriculum, that kind of thing. This is a curriculum that we're working on right now for the STEM ambassador program, which leads up to the competition team. So the STEAM ambassador program is what we're actually prototyping now. In that program, the students actually in that program, the students actually um, they have a series 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And in that series, they actually learn Scratch, Python, Java, C++, C, CAD design, and 3D printing. Okay. So I've actually prototyped the level 100 series out because I don't know how to build a robot either. I actually was over my son's robotics competition team, and he's actually now an engineering student at A&T. We did go to University of Charlotte. He wanted to be an architect, but he kind of just settled in because he was on the robotics team, and he's actually going to A&T to be an engineer. That's him in the background. That's my nephew. That's my niece, and these were the other kids inside of the robotics program. That is the robot that they built. The first is for first, which was that competition team I told you guys about. So when the engineer who actually helped them make the robot stole the robot, I was just like devastated. I'm like, okay, it was a second set of parents after my son finished the his he finished, and then the woman who wrote the grant for the students came to me and was like, Tamisha, I don't think it's gonna work. I'm like, why not? How not? How do you not think it's gonna work? I was like, my son just got accepted to A&T. He's gonna be majoring in engineering. So she walked off kind of mad. And then I didn't know it was because we were still standing, she had to give me the money that was left over for the grant, which is $15,000. And if you know anything about an after school program, that's not enough money to run an after school program at all. We ran out of that money pretty quickly. But we were going to start to sell the robot to actually Winston because I was working with the students at Winston-Salem State University. And we're going to sell it to a Title I school there with Title I funds. So I guess she started thinking, well, we should start selling robots each year because then they have a place to store the robots. So I was like, I might as well sell it to a school, and then start to implement for them this curriculum. So that was my thought process. Because when I first looked at the robot, I'm like, okay, what are all these parts? And so I started with what I looked at the robot, what I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? What are all these wires? Okay, I need to know something about circuitry. What motors? Okay, let's learn something about motors. So I actually created a program called STEAM in the Capital that actually is what we're actually administering to the kids so that they begin to learn about the components and the working connections of the robot. And I'm telling you this because you're gonna need to know all of this for and where to go to get this information because you're gonna create a customer journey for customers to when if they decide that they want to participate. Kiara, can you tell me what a customer journey is, you think?
Like a guide of where to go to learn more about something.
A customer journey. When was the last time you bought something off of the internet?
Like off of Amazon, like last week.
Oh, and what did you buy?
I bought some like nail polish.
Where'd you buy the nail polish?
Um, I like searched it up and then I seen like scrolled and then seen like a little link and I clicked it.
Okay, so what was the search process? What did you put in the search engine?
I searched up gel nail polish and the
Okay,
color.
that's called keywords. The keywords you put in for the search. Okay, so then what happened?
A whole bunch of options started popping up and
Okay,
I
and why did those options stop popping up?
because they matched the keywords and like what I
Exactly.
was for.
Good. Yeah, you guys know this y'all do magic because they match the keywords. So you have all these people who now want to sell nail polish. So they put in keywords. So when you put in a keyword, they pop up for you to discover them, right? That's how the internet works. Then what happened? After that, what'd you do?
I picked the one that had the best reviews.
Okay, so then you went to review. So you're a review person.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you picked out the review. So that means you gotta have reviews on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you picked the one with the best. And which one was that? Was the with the best reviews?
It was this polish, like I don't know the name of it, but it had like it was saying it had fast drying and it was long lasting and it doesn't chip.
Oh, okay, so you looked at all the features and benefits
Yeah.
of
Like the
it in the
quality.
reviews and the reviews, right? That's a
Hmm.
customer journey. Then what happened? And so you looked at the reviews, picked the one with the best reviews, and then you never knew this company, right? Never knew this nail polish.
Yeah.
Did you know the features and benefits before you became a connoisseur of nail polish?
Yeah.
Did you know the benefits? Did you know what you were looking for? Or did the search kind of tell you what you were looking for? Basically.
Search.
Mm,
Okay. That's a customer journey.
mm.
You will be creating that. So then after you picked the one of the best reviews, what'd you do?
I added it to cart and I bought it.
You added to the cart. And then what after you bought it, then what happened?
Um, I was waiting for it to come, then I used it
Wait
and
a minute. You didn't get an automated email that said thank you for your purchase?
oh yeah, I did, my
Oh
bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
So no, you can't forget about that. The
Yeah,
customer.
my bad.
Oh
I
yeah.
usually I usually skip over that part.
Yeah. But that confirmed it, right? And if you didn't get
Yeah,
it, then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, is this a scam? You didn't
right.
read it,
Didn't go
but you
through.
heard the phone go ding. Well, oh, that
Yeah.
was my polish, right? Right. So then what happened after that?
I got the email, the
Okay,
confirmation,
got the email. Okay, confirmation.
and then I waited for it to come. Then I
Okay.
used it and
Okay.
experienced it for myself, and I actually liked it.
Okay.
And I got another email. Yes, I got
Oh,
another
you got
email.
another email.
Yeah,
Okay, because now you're a customer.
I got
Okay.
another email, and they're saying to review it to let me know how I liked it and all that.
Oh, so
Mm,
then they're asking for reviews, right?
Yeah.
That is a customer journey.
mm.
That is how you buy things now on the internet, right? Do we hardly ever go to the brick and mortar unless you want to just spend some time with mom, dad, or find that special dress for that special occasion and you don't have time to order it, or what you ordered didn't look good, so you got to go shopping? Welcome to the new world. That is the new world. And if you are not on the internet, you are not doing business. Okay. So this is what happened. Now they stole the robot because they realized this girl is a marketing genius. I'm all on the news talking about we're gonna go across the state of North Carolina. At the time, I thought I was gonna go with First North Carolina and be one of their competition teams and go be selling robots aftermarket. Didn't know that I had a bigger goal, which is to go without First and to do it with myself. So this is kind of what happens right before competition. The robot was stolen like right after this.
A Black History Month celebration in Raleigh showed off the diversity in robotics today.
That's the guy back there that stole it.
Yes, they are called the Cyber Bears. This is a robotics team that was created by TMT Youth Community Foundation with the primary goal of exposing and training youth of color in vulnerable communities to STEM careers.
Our goal is to be able to take this across the state so that we can take Black and brown children, robots, and teach them about the Silicon Valley, where they are, and be able to have the skills that will be able to employ them here in this area.
Now, today they invited kids ages 6 to 14 to come out to see the robot building workshop, along with learning how to build a robotic arm in just 45 minutes. Attendees also got to meet and see the debut of their competition robot, Goldilocks.
So, and then here's some more STEM. This is STEM at a young. So this is the STEM at the younger level where we are introducing them to the concepts because you can't get a child who's never been exposed to robots interested in robots in senior year, junior year. That process has to take place at younger levels. So that's what the STEM 1, 2, 3, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. That's what it shows you. And so this is actually these kids exploring that. This is just a camp day.
As a team from the Robo Eagles. We came here to introduce the kids in STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. We wanted to kind of get them into the field to kind of see where their interests are. We introduced them to programming. We introduced them to building the robots and critical thought process. So we kind of showed them instructions on how to do the first part of our Lego robots. Use EV3s, and we did line involvement robots, so that way they could see what they created actually work. But so for the most part, we did give them some directions. And nearing the end, after they had time to work with the Legos and get familiar with them, we had them go through a critical thought process and come up with their problem solving videos on how to tap the light sensor to the robot. And in doing so, we were able to see that the kids went through numerous different design ideas and were able to use the engineering design process. We also showed them some images of our robots that we work on as a team, the larger robots that we just in our team, which are about this competition. Yeah, competition robots. We want to kind of bridge the gap between what they're doing now, this, what they're doing now to lead them to. That what they're doing now may be a little bit worrying to them, especially since the robots are small, but to be able for them to be able to see that what they can do can become robots that are nearly human sized and weigh 120 pounds can really spark their interest and give them some more dedication into what they're doing in STEAM.
A foundation on robotics, like this is a stepping stone, something bigger, something that they can do. They can use this technology. It's just mindstorms, but they can use it later in their life if they want to build like robots for doctors or something like that. Yeah, so pretty much it was a taste of how robotics.
And so that's kind of what will happen with the STEAM in the Capitol. And so I was actually in the launch program this week, and my teacher asked me about her 4-year-old grandson. So I probably will go ahead and run it this summer from Raleigh. But right now we are looking to actually launch it in Reidsville, where we'd actually have the A&T students actually help us make curriculum 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, prototype it. And this is a landing page that actually has that we'll be using in the STEAM in the Capitol. So STEAM in the Capitol engages. I mean, this is really an elementary curriculum, but if the student has never been exposed to robotics, this is the starting point. So we can get it from students as early as, and I would take a 4-year-old if he's already interested in this type of gadgets and gears, because these are really toys that actually teach how electricity moves, how how gears work, simple machines, complex machines. And so the workshops are priced, these workshops, all 6 for $800. And I think they're priced at like $125 each. These were Eventbrite tickets on the side, so I have to re-enable them. But this is Snap Circuits, which and each one of these explain what the children are learning. So there has to be a customer journey. So this is a landing page. This is the page that you actually get to when you're ready to buy. But just like we said earlier, there's keywords that have to go here. There is reviews that need to be done. There is, now you get to the page, and then there's an automation process that's like, thank you for your purchase. And then, hey, after you complete, or after you sign up, there should be a letter that's generates and say, hey, here's a newsletter, or add them to the newsletter. And so I'm going to teach you about a system that does all of this, and it's called High Level. Y'all write that down, High Level. High level is the system that you're going to need to write this down. And so let's look at this. This is kind of what you'll be working on. You'll be working with the STEAM in the Capitol. You'll be working with the creating a customer journey for that, as well as creating a customer journey for the robotics program we're about to prototype, and Rocky Mount, which is not that far from you guys. This program honors Portia Perez. Portia Perez and I worked together in 2020. 2020, I think. She commissioned me to be able to create a media camp for her kids at the Taylor Hayes YMCA in Greensboro. And she passed away like a year later when her cancer came back. And she was a retired librarian, and she was from I mean not Rocky Mount. She was from Reedsville. Um and she was a big gap after she passed because she was very instrumental in working with the youth in her community. They're asking for all the Rocky Mount youth providers to come out to hear about the robotics program because they want me to present this to the youth leaders in Rocky Mount and do this in her name to be able to create the first region for teams for a statewide robotics competition for tier 1 and tier 2 counties. Um, Robotics and STEM careers are rapidly shaping the future. Rockingham County youth needs hands-on opportunities to prepare. This competition builds a pathway to innovation, teamwork, and leadership, a living legacy of Homer Parrish's where Homer come from? Portia Parrish's values of empowerment and education. Launch an annual robot. So the vision is to launch an annual robotics competition that unites schools, youth organizations, and community. Inspire hundreds of students each year to pursue STEM and leadership. Establish Rockingham County as a regional leader in youth innovation, and celebrate and continue the legacy of service, innovation, and mentorship modeled by Portia Paris. Rockingham County is a tier 1 county. We're asking that Forsyth County and A&T assist in actually administering the curriculum there, and they're tier 2 counties. Okay. So if you guys are in Charlotte, Mecklenburg, you're probably in a tier 3 county, which I'm also probably in a tier 3 county with Wake County being the capital. That means that our counties are not economically distressed. That's where all the money is in North Carolina. Charlotte, Mecklenburg, probably High Point area, Wake County. So there's 20 counties in North Carolina that don't need any economic help, but all 80 others do. And so you guys are going to make the case of why uh, um, we would actually want to hold this for tier 1, 2 counties. First, you're going to research that information. You're going to research tier 1 and tier 2 counties, and you're going to tell me more about that. And then you're going to tell me more about Rockingham County, and then you're going to tell me more about Forsyth County and Guilford County. So those are the 3 counties that you guys are looking at for the launch of this competition. Any questions so far?
Can you repeat the counties, please?
Yep, they are Rockingham County, which is where Reedsville is located. This is where the youth leaders are going to come from. And we are pitching to them a robotics, creating teams in their area in the name of Portia Paris. They're all familiar with Portia. Nobody has worked with the youth since she has left. They're proposing that I work with the youth in a robotics program. So we will be pitching to these youth organizations, and you guys are going to create what they will, if they are interested, what happens when they're interested. I pitch. I'm going to go and I'm going to pitch. I'm like, hey, we want you. And so this is what I'm going to use to pitch. Then what's next? What do you think should be next off the top of your heads? Think about you buying that nail polish.
Like after they pick us to like pick to participate, like
so we are looking for teams. So I pitch. I use that. That was my pitch deck. And we'll go back to that in a second. And so we're looking for teams. And after that, after I say, hey, I work with Portia Paris. I'm talking to heads of 20 organizations in Rockingham County. I go through this pitch deck, which is not finished. We had a set of interns working on this before you got here. We work with kids in foster care in high school, and he actually did the website. So there's a lot of stuff that has to be done here. But hold on, let's get back. So I go through this. This is my pitch deck. I tell them about the vision. I tell them about the robotics, about the CyberBears robot. I tell them about this box they get if they sign up. Inside of that box is these workbooks, and I'm gonna send out my A&T team, my A&T mentees to come out here and work with your kids in all 12 of your counties. They can learn Series 1, Series 2. They're gonna learn Series 3, Series 4. Let me pull up the workbook for you. Let me pull up a workbook for you. So inside, this is Ambassadors 101. It is like 100 some odd pages. They're learning about not only robotics, but they're also learning about, these are African American children, primarily African American children that we're reaching. They get this workbook and these exercises, and in this workbook, they talk about the fifth industrial revolution. They talk about the era of new technology. We talk about what happens in the fourth industrial revolution, where AI and human-centric approach and have sustainability and ethical practices, advanced AI automations. We tell them about the impact of the job market because of this. Only a third of the workforce is needed. Only a third. If you're not working or understanding how to work with robots, you will not have a job. You will be in some farmland, living off the land. That is the plan. We teach the kids this. And we tell them the skills that they need. They need to have emotional intelligence, technical proficiency. We go through a quiz to see what they learn. Then we get them into the lessons. We tell them about the different robots. There are different types of robots. Then they go through a Lego exercise. They make the robot. Then they go through another quiz. And this is what there'll be actually. Then they learn about Africa. They learn about how they were harnessing electricity from the sun. They learn about Tesla, who also studied this with the Africans. And they also learn about how Tesla died, and all of a sudden his everything that he was learning was wiped away. Then they got another hands-on exercise. So this is actually the curriculum. This is the curriculum. I go through that in the presentation. I show them that in the presentation. I come back to the presentation. So that's the 100 series. I have not developed the 200, 300, or 400. That's what we're going to get out of A&T. But we got the first book. So then we talk about, hey, we want you to form teams, youth organization, boys and girls, schools, churches, nonprofits. These are the people that can form teams. 6 weeks of robot design, co-working, and teamwork. I'm gonna train my students at A&T. They're gonna come down for 6 weeks. I'm gonna come with them, and we're gonna train. And we're training you because we want to roll this out across the state. So we want to make sure that we got these parameters across the state. We got the kids in Mercer, in Detroit, making up the first robot. And our robots are going to be different. They're not going to be industrial robots. They're going to be humanoid robots that build buildings. That's what our robots are going to be. So we're going to have a different type of robotic competition. We'll talk about competition day. Competition day, they work for 6 weeks, and then they come compete their robots, and we're going to compete it. We'll work on that in that area. So we don't know yet who's going to be a site, what site. That's not determined yet. I'm in Reedsville.
Dave, because we have what you call a STEM program that stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And the children and the youth in the neighborhood from ages 6 to 12, they're getting exposed to it. They're learning, they're socializing together. You got a breakfast, and they're learning these things while they're young. You got people passionate to teach them. So we have to teach them while they're young so they can maximize their full possibilities and potential.
So the children are learning a lot about like robotics, engineering, and things that can really help them there.
And how do you feel about that as a mom?
I feel it's very exciting. Like a lot of stuff that I grew up on look nothing like this. So it's really exciting to see my child working her strengths and learn this at such an early age.
Okay, so I show them that, and then I say I have a call to action. This is actually me teaching the kids with Portia Paris.
What up, good people? I'm Neil Holloway. I'm the executive director of NC 100. I think Ms. Portia Paris and the work that she's done, not only with the obviously achievers, but mentoring young people and supporting just social justice and connecting with folks and workforce development and education and church community and political action committees with the NAACP and racial equity learning communities. It's a really good, great experience to be connected to her in the program. I did last couple of summers has been like daily impact from intern that we have that was a former YMCA achiever and regional scholar, and now going to do amazing things in the future. And I just can't wait to, I hope I have blessed and be after, fast forward a few years, be able to look back at this time as we're building NC 100 and on the strength of workers activism and the amazing work that the program that I had the office and the young folks that are part of the program today that I get a chance to see the impact of their lives and the appreciation of the parents and folks in the community have for it. So I'm so glad that we have folks that are focused on social justice, focused on the community, thinking about all types of ways to be entrepreneurs and all that stuff. Just be good folks that give back. And I'm hoping that we see folks continue to keep that standard of excellence that we're continuing to see. So that's enough for me. Just want to say thank you. And, let's keep doing. Let's keep fighting good.
My name is Nick Swanberger, and today I will educate you on the prison industrial complex. 2.2 million people are in our nation's prison. 67% of those people are people of color. Millions have been arrested and never convicted of a criminal offense, and the U.S. has the highest prison population in the world. The goal of this video is to inspire change and to point you in the right direction to get you in touch with resources that will help change this problem. Let's create a petition called The Man Behind the Wall. The goal of this petition is to get a shelter built that houses the homeless and people with a past criminal record. Now it's time to get to the information. The mass incarceration began from the war on drugs in 1971, started by Richard Nixon. Nixon declared drug abuse to be public enemy number one and increased funding to drug control agencies and drug treatment efforts. However, this wasn't the real goal of this movement. John Ehrlichman, an advisor for the Nixon campaign, said this himself.
And in 1968, as the Nixon White House after that had two enemies, the anti-war left and black people. You understand what I'm saying? We knew we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the war or black. But by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin, and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities. We could arrest their leaders, raid their homes, break up their meetings, and vilify them night after night on the evening news. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did.
That's crazy, right? You may be saying, how does this affect you? Well, did you know that there are laws set in place to make it easy for people like you and me to be arrested? Police can pull you over and search your car if they believe that you have any drugs or illegal substances on you. If you refuse, you can still be arrested. The police can even stop and frisk you, not to mention African Americans are prone to being pulled over for driving while black. If arrested in a low-income neighborhood, the prosecutor charges them with as many things as possible. This makes them pressure to take the plea deal because it would take longer for them to see a public defender than to be put in jail. When you're arrested and get a record, you're stripped of your rights. Here are a few things that take away from you: your voting rights, housing, driver's license, food stamps, welfare, employment, and parental benefits. When you get out of prison, you're either going to have to go live with some family or be homeless. Both ways are going to be hard for you to find a job. Jobs discriminate against people with criminal records, making it so that you either have to find a way to make quick money to sustain yourself, which is probably going to be selling drugs, go back to the jail, or be homeless. It's a no-win situation for anybody. Now, how do we change this? Make it easier for people with criminal records to get jobs. Support movements like Ban the Box, All of Us and None of Us, and New Way of Life. Sign my petition to build a shelter for people with criminal records and the homeless.
So it was like video after video after video of the kids that participate in this program. She called me to the table with, at the time we were just doing media, but I had written the program to be STEM. And so now we're bringing robotics and bringing it back in her name because she had these kids engaged across Rockingham County. And now the county wants to do something else. And they're saying, hey, we want it to be robotics. Tamisha, come on in here and finish up what you started with her, 7, 8 years ago. And so this is the pitch deck. These people knew her personally, so I'll be pitching it to them. Let's see. Oh, and that's it. So this is the pitch. So I pitched them. What is the next step? Let's think this out real quick. What should I ask them to do?
I would like sign up.
To choose teams.
Yeah, choose teams, sign up.
Oh, how? I'd like a QR code, right? So first thing, QR code. I'm gonna say scan this. Take your cell phones out, scan this, right? I don't want them typing in the website. So the first step of the customer journey is a QR code. Write that down. Okay, so that's the first step. We'll have a QR code. And the QR code would lead to I would think team registration or team sponsor. Sponsor a team. I think we should be there should be team registration should be one page, but there should be a page that says sponsor a team. So write that down, sponsor a team. So that page isn't here yet. These are sponsors that will sponsor the robotics club, and that's not finished. We're gonna finish that up too. And so because we're working on the site, this poor child. He can't keep his mind together. He just come out of foster care. So he was like, yeah, he couldn't, it was like I had to be there with him all the time. So he started this website, but we got to finish it up. So this will be the page that they'll probably come back to after we're gone. And so once they scan a QR code, they will go to a page that says sponsor a team, which are probably for organizations, churches, or whatever, whatever, whatever. So what should that page say? Oh, don't tell me. Y'all come up with that yourselves. And that's what I want to see next week. Okay. Yeah. So you come up with that yourselves. Do you guys use ChatGTP? I love it. As a marketer, we love it. Maybe they probably tell you not to use it in biology. They probably tell you not to use it in some, but in marketing, we love it. We love ChatGTP. We're having all kind of conventions like, let's get this ChatGTP together. Get this artificial intelligence. We love it. As marketers, that's our world. So in my world, we use ChatGTP. Make it easy. Okay. Put this website in. Go and say, act as a marketer. Every time, act as a marketer and create a customer journey. Use your keywords for this particular website and put in the website so it can read it. I need a landing page. These are your keywords. Use your keywords. First, you want to tell it to act as a marketer or a web designer and you want to say, produce a high converting, write that word down, high converting, page for organizations, churches, whatever the language is that's in that slide deck, for organizations to sign up for the cyber bears, and it'll spit it out for you. Okay. There's also the sponsor page. It's got to be complete. So I want you to complete the sponsor page. So one of you guys can do the landing page for organizations. The other person can do the sponsor page and complete that. And so once they sign up, what should the letter say? What should the letter say? At ChatGTP. So you say, create a welcome letter for organizations that would like to participate in the Cyber Bears robotics build competition. It's going to kick you out a letter. Okay. So after they have a QR code, they come to a landing page and they have a letter. That's what I want you guys to do. That's the first part of this. And then I want you to put it in the system. So I'm going to put you guys into high level. High level is the system that we're using. I do not babysit you guys. You guys go to, I will show you how to use it, but you can go to YouTube. How many of you use YouTube University? Yeah, we do, right? Okay. You go to YouTube and you can see how to use high level. Okay. So I'm gonna hold on, let me plug up my computer because it looks like it's going to die. Hold on 1 second. And then I'll get you guys on high level. Yeah, I've had a long weekend, so hold on. I was on my sofa. Let me get to my desk. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So let's get you on high level. You guys see my screen? If you guys can put your, and let me while I'm putting you on high level, let me get you guys into our system as mentees. So let me put this in the chat and you guys fill it out so that you're in the back office while I put you into high level. Where we take care of two things with one stone. And also while I am doing that, do you guys have LinkedIn accounts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I want you to connect to the TMT Youth Community Foundation for the internship as if you're interning, and add us to your work experiences. And then I want you to go into the TMT Youth Community Foundation on LinkedIn and start commenting on 1 or 2 posts. I want you to do that each week. And I want you to also post what you're doing in LinkedIn as an intern so that we start the algorithms so that people can see the students that's working in LinkedIn in real time, what you guys are doing. Like, hey, Tamisha, I finished my, so we're actually in real time getting people to recognize, oh, they're over there building. So I want you to, before you even see me this week, I don't even want to grade, I don't want to see it. I want you to come into LinkedIn and say, hey, I finished the site for so-and-so, so-and-so. What do you think of it? Put it right there in the chat. Oh, it's great. So that way, as we're working with the universities internationally, people get to see that. And then you kind of start to see I tend to forget to do that, but that's very important because we want to build an audience in real time while we are working to do all this stuff. Hold on, let me see. Let's go back and get that. Any questions so far on what you guys are going to be doing in this space? For some reason. Let's do this again. Okay. So you guys fill that out and then if you can put your emails in the chat, I will get you into high level. Make sure you're in high level before we leave. And I like to give you guys back your time. So if we finish earlier, I'll take you through high level. If we finish early, you guys can check out and start a WhatsApp for both of you so that you can communicate with each other. Who would like to be the project manager of this team?
I can be.
Okay. Okay. So if you could start the WhatsApp, add me to it. I
Mhm.
will give you my phone number in the chat. And make it say UNC Charlotte Robots.
All right.
Okay. And then and don't forget to put your emails in the chat so that I can get you connected to high level.
Is the school one all right?
Yeah, that's fine. You may want to. Do you have a Gmail?
I do.
You may want. You want to do. You probably
That
want
one's
to.
better.
Yeah, that one's better because you might want to get our newsletters after you graduate.
Oh, that's true. Mm-hmm.
We want to keep up with you. You'll have a long life ahead of you. So you might be like, oh, the Team to Youth Community Foundation. I remember Tamisha. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Probably not. Let me share it with you again. Okay. So high level is a very robust system. I'm going to show you some things, but then I want you to go out there and next week before you show me what you did, I want you to tell me what you learned about high level. Okay. So I want you to get on YouTube, see what high level, see what it can do. I'm going to show you some things inside of high level. It's a very robust system. It is a system that allows you to upload, download, schedule from social media, have landing pages, create QR codes, take payments. It does all of that. And it is just an amazing system to, have your clients on, or my clients with the TMT Youth Community Foundation. So hold on. And in addition to your, okay, so let's see. Jean Baptiste is your last name. That name has some historical significance, doesn't it? In Chicago, then that's coming out. Huh? Jean Baptiste, is that Haitian?
Mm-hmm.
Kiara?
Yeah.
That's okay. Are you from
Okay.
Haiti?
No, my parents are.
Okay. Have you ever been to Haiti?
When I was a little girl, but I don't remember it.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, so did you guys receive that?
Happened too much. What just happened?
What happened?
Did you
This is
get
my
something?
Did you get it? Kiara, can you see us?
What's going on with my computer? Hold on.
Oh, something's going on with your computer?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
not sure what it is. Okay, all good now.
Okay. Did you get the invitation?
Um, Give me just one sec.
Is that supposed to go through our Gmails? Is that what you're talking about?
Let me see. What did you give me? You
Yeah, is
gave
it
it.
on it? Oops, sorry.
You got it. I see. Yes, the Gmail.
Gmail. All right, give me a second to go on that. Because
I
I'm
have
logged
not
in on my
got.
phone.
All right.
You
I
got
haven't
it.
gotten anything yet. No.
Okay. Okay. So let me see. Let me come back and look at it. Let's look at. Can you guys see my screen? Let's see.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't see you here. So let's do it again. Let me know when it pops up.
Oh, I got something.
You got something? Okay.
Yes, let me see. Is it the Too Much TV? Is that what we're
Uh-huh.
welcome to
Yep.
Too Much TV?
Yeah, it's too much TV. And then
Mm-hmm.
you should have gotten an invitation for the TMT Youth Community Foundation in that. Do you see that as well?
Yes, it says click here to log in.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, okay. And then I create a password and that I should be in.
Yep.
All right, perfect.
And then I'm gonna create a drive and go ahead and create that WhatsApp. I've been putting everybody in ClickUp, but I'm gonna do a drive for you guys and possibly another system. So let me do a drive for you.
All right, I think I'm in now.
You're in now? Okay. Kira, let me know when you get your,
Yeah, I didn't get one.
you didn't get one?
No.
Okay, I thought I just finished it. Okay, let me see. Maybe, okay, let me hit save.
Here, I think I need your number as well.
Yeah, I just got it. Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll put it in the chat. I just got it through my
You got
email.
okay. I was just saying UNC, Charlotte, robots. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So this is gonna be your, and I'll put this in the chat. You guys can put this in the WhatsApp. And
But
I'll let me share it with you guys. And then you can also put it in the WhatsApp. I'm gonna share you to add people.
right, you two should get a invitation to join the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be an A. Oh
Okay.
no, oh that. Oh, okay, okay. No, that's correct, yeah. At Gmail.
This is your robot folder. Okay, so you guys, anything that you do, stick in that folder, like any copy, anything that comes out of Chat GTP that you're using, and it says, okay, if it gives you out a landing page, I want you to come in and create a new document. You guys know how to use Drive, right? A new document, and put it everything that you do, put a new document in there and save it with your name on it, so I can kind of see what you got before it hits high level. I consider completed work not in the drive but in high level. So I want you to put it in high level, and I'm gonna show you how it works right now. So you've got high level. You can go on YouTube University so you can understand the features of it and what it does. But it is a CRM, and the CRM, I'm gonna show you where to find things and how to create. So you are to finish your page. You guys, one page is not done at all, and another page has been started but is not complete. And so both pages will need to be there as a landing page with a letter in the back to set with a drip campaign that says welcome. But then you also want to create other letters that you think that they would need down the line also in the back office. And you can ask ChatGTP what other nurture sequence, that is your keyword, nurture sequence, and I'm using words that a customer journey uses, right? So what you want to do is you want to ask chat for the landing page, then you want to ask chat for the welcome letter, then you want to follow up with this, and it's very important to do this all in the same stream. So when you sit down and do the work, you want to do it all in the same stream, because chat GTP, of course, is getting more intelligent about the project as you tell it. Then the next prompt you want to say is, act as a marketer and suggest any other nurture letters that's needed for this campaign, and see what it spits out for you. Okay. All right. So this will be your first assignment. In addition to having the landing page and the letters, I want you both to research tier 1 and tier 2 counties in North Carolina. And so you should have 4 things. You should have a assignment that has research for tier 1, tier 2 counties in North Carolina. You should have the landing page completed with the copy in the background, and you should have at least 1 letter in your nurture series for your welcome. Okay, and a QR code for the in the back office for the page. Okay, so you have that QR code there. So you go to sites, you go into websites, and you come into, now there are 2 robotic pages. So last year when we were part of FIRST, the Cyber Bears robots, you have this page, all that stuff is in red. So this is actually what the students were doing when they were a part of FIRST. As you go in, if I hit the edit button, it brings up the page so that I can edit the page. When I come here at the top, that's the preview page. And so it previews the site. So these were the students. This was the actual campaign. So when they actually start a team, we'll actually duplicate these pages and give them to the team as their pages. And then we'll show them how to use high level and let them have at it with reorganizing it, or we may reorganize it in the back office, ask them to send us pictures and logos, and just have the mentees sweep out pages for the teams. But this is what the team page looked like when we had the team. And so that's not what you want to do, though, because this was the first competition team. Now we're starting our own. So if this comes up, this is not what you need. Okay. This is not what you need. You need to be in where it says the Cyber Bear build, and all of that is branded to a different color, because we're going to let the teams decide their colors and all the other good stuff. We're going to give them the Cyber Bear logo and let them do whatever. You want the Cyber Bears build robot competition. It's 9 pages. It was done in 2025. That was done in 2024. So this is what you want. And these are the pages that are currently on the internet right now. Okay. So when you go in here, let's say we have a page and we said, what was this page going to be called? I always like the clone pages, because if you clone the page that is already set up, usually the home page is the most set up because it's the page we did first. If you clone that page and you do it in the TMT Youth Community Foundation, because that's where we are, add it to multiple websites. We're going to add it to the Cyber Bear Robot Build Competition. We're going to add the page to selected website. It comes in as a clone, and I'm going to rename it under settings. I'm going to rename it. What's the name of the organization? Interested organizations? Any other suggestions? Because you want to say, so you've done the presentation. I'm presenting the organizations. So we're going to click this QR code. Should it be organization application? What should it be? What should we call? Where am I going to send them?
Go to the sponsor page.
Not to the sponsor page. Sponsors are the people that's going to help us pay for the event.
Okay.
Is it like the information page?
Organization information page? Is that what you want to call it?
Yeah, like a info page, like an information page.
To make decisions. I mean, this is not biology. Nobody's gonna die with this. This is not psychology. Nobody's gonna go out and kill anybody. You get some marketing. And you know what we say in marketing? It doesn't have to be true, just believable. Marketers make stuff up. Long as it sounds good, I'm gonna sell ice to an Eskimo. This is a different field. This is not biology. This is not, you cannot think like somebody's gonna die. You cannot think like you're going to make some serial killer, some narcissistic person go out and harm somebody because you said the wrong thing. Okay? You in a marketing world. What our motto is, it doesn't have to be true. Just what? Believable. Do you think Coke for do you think drinking Coke is good for your body? Do you? No. But Coke gets over here every day and they sell a bunch of Coke. Why? Because they done made people believe that this is a marketing field, okay? Are you biology and psychology major? In this field, you have to speak up, you have to critically think. Because it does involve a lot of psychology. It does. Because we are using emotions to make people get things they don't need. Give us your money right now. There's a capitalist society. There's a different type of understanding here. So you can't be afraid. You have to say, okay, is it feasible? Is it believable? Is it something that I can pull off? And this is education. So this is not, we're not conning anybody here. I mean, this is, so the next space of this is maybe an organization information, organization application, organization interest, organization. Okay, so now we've had that conversation. Let's brainstorm. What should we call it?
I'm trying to think something really creative, like that sounds good.
Futuristic organizations ready to sustain. I don't know. What you
What do you think? What do you think that's good?
I don't know. I'm going straight to my like psychology side. I'm not getting very creative right now. This is the homepage you said.
So what we did was we copied the homepage so that
Okay.
so the youth that we had here, he was in foster care last year, so his mind couldn't. So some of the he couldn't work unless I was there with him. He was having serious anxiety issues, and so a lot of the pages have to come back and be put into the right place because he just had a hard time concentrating. So I know the homepage is a good page to duplicate because it had all of the links there. So we duplicated that page just because, and starting at that point, so you have consistent font, so that you have consistent colors, and then you can come in and tweak it and copy paste over those things. This is just where you're gonna start for the landing page. So
Okay, so it's the landing page. Okay. Oh God.
For right now, I'm gonna call it interested organizations. So we call it interested organizations or the organization commitment page, or I would like to say if the organization application, I would like to say organization application. Application. Okay. All right. So we're gonna update that page. So the organization, so we gotta build your team page. So we're not gonna take them straight to building their team because we want them to go collect the names, collect the, put the data and have all that stuff. And so now we've got that page and we have the sponsor page. So who's gonna take the organization application page? Who's gonna be responsible for that?
I can do it.
Okay, and who's gonna take and so by default, ma'am, you have
I'll take the sponsor.
Okay, so then what we're gonna do is you're gonna go into Chat GTP right now. So I can show you how to do this. And what you're going to do is you're going to say, copy. And I want you to We'll put this in the chat. And I want you guys to say, act as a marketer and create a customer journey for interested either sponsors or organizations. Act as a marketer, create a customer journey for sponsors or organizations that would like to participate in the Cyber Bears Robot Build Competition. And then go to the chat and get the link from the chat and put it in before you hit enter. This should consist of and tell it, specifically, I'm looking for a landing page, a welcome letter, and a welcome letter sequence, and a welcome letter and email sequence. Put that in, and then go get the link and put it in ChatGTP.
You said a landing page, a
welcome letter,
Mm-hmm.
and an email sequence. And then get the link from the chat so it can reference that.
Okay, so I got a link, and do I click the link or do I just copy and paste the link?
Copy and paste it and put it into the chat GTP.
Now I did all that and hit it, and then it gave me 3 separate things. Is that correct?
Yep. And what does it say?
It gives me the welcome to Cyber Bear sponsorship. Subject, you're empowering innovation. Welcome to Cyber Bears. As timing, then has a body. Thank you for stepping up to support the Cyber Bears Robotics Build Competition. And it gives, I guess it gives, pardon?
Copy.
Copy it?
Copy in the market. No, we call that copy. The words that it's giving you. Okay. So it gave you a landing page?
Yes, I believe so. It gave me a
welcome letter.
Well, it gave me a welcome letter.
Okay.
And then it gave me a sponsors email. It gave me an email, sponsors benefit and timeline.
Okay.
And then I got a kickoff day, join the action.
Okay.
And I got a email for mid-season update, your impact so far.
Okay.
So it gave me a lot, I think. And it gave me a final showcase email, your front row seat. Then it gave a thank you and impact report.
Don't we love it? Someone would have taught. We're marketers. We don't care how smart nobody is. Marketers want to go drink somewhere, have a good time, get off work, and just make money. That's all we want to do. That's it.
I went in the wrong profession then.
Right.
That's all we want to do. We want to have a good time. We want to make the sale and then go chat with our buddies. And we are the salespeople of organizations. That's who we are. We're the CEOs of organizations. We're the salespeople of organizations. And up until Chat GTP hit, and then we became everybody. But usually marketers were the salespeople. I worked in radio. We had a radio family, and so that kind of thing. So marketers, we're not trying to make it hard. We don't care who's the smartest. We just like to have a good time. And Chat GTP does it. It does it. So now you've got your work for the semester. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to use high level. We're going to put these in. It's going to be sequences, and then we're going to clean up this site, and we're going to make some more work out of, so you can probably get this done. I'll give you guys the next 2 weeks to get it in because I know y'all got other stuff to do. But I'm gonna show you how to put it in, and then you guys check back with me, and then we will see it. What'd you get, Kiera? Okay, yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I had a question.
Huh?
If once you get the chat GBT for it, do you copy and paste it or do you make it your own?
You make it your
Like,
own. Yeah, you
okay,
want to make
okay.
it your own. So what I would do is I would copy paste it, put it in Drive, then make
Mm-hmm.
it your own. And so then
Okay.
once you make it your own, then put it into high level.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. And how many? So and then you can act as now. This is how you clean that up. What'd you get, Kiera? Hold on. That's what you get, Kiera. What'd you get?
For my chat, it gave me I did it for like if I was doing the welcome page. And
No,
so,
you want to do it as if you were the organization signing up.
oh yeah, my bad, that. And so it was just giving me ideas. But I don't know if I typed the right thing in, but it was
No. It's all about the prompt. Let me hear the prompt first.
okay. So it gave me like the goal, then a landing page it was like partner with Cyber Bears Robotics. And it showed me like sections about like why somebody should partner with us and about it and our impact. And then it showed our sponsor benefits and why people should get involved. Then it gave me a welcome letter, and then it wrote out a whole welcome letter. It's long.
So is it right
And
now?
then,
Hold on. Is it writing out a welcome letter like as if you're a sponsor or as if you're an
no,
organization?
as if the organization.
Okay, so let me hear your welcome letter.
Okay, so it says, "Dear sponsor or organization, thank you for your interest in our cyber robotics team. We're excited about the possibility of working together to empower the next generation of STEM leaders. At Cyber Bears, we believe that innovation, collaboration, and mentorship should shape our world. With your support, which directly enables students to gain hands-on experience in robotics, programming, teamwork, and engineering challenges, which prepares them for the future in STEM fields." And then it says, "Enclosed, you'll find our official sponsorship guide, a breakdown of the sponsorship tiers and benefits, a highlight from past competitions and outreach events, testimonials from students and mentors, and we would love the opportunity to speak with you about how your support can make a difference." And it said, "Thank you for believing in the power of youth and innovation, and we look forward to partnering with you." And then it gave a link.
Okay. And again, okay. So yours is going to be a little bit different than just that because you're going to have the STEAM series, STEAM Ambassador series, and then you're going to have the robotics. So the STEAM Ambassador, and you got to break it down by. So to make this simple, because what I'm looking at with you is that make it for the STEAM ambassadors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got to break it down. So because we don't have a STEAM ambassadors page yet. Mm, trying to think about this. About us, the STEAM ambassadors, Cyber Bears build. So I'm gonna do this. The first week, I want you guys to copy paste, put all of your, because it's 429. Take all that stuff and put it in the drive. Make it your own this week, and then next week we'll put it into. I'll train you on high level. Do look high level up and tell me what you guys see about high level because I think this is enough right now for you to comb through the information and kind of put it into the drive. And then next week we will go into the drive, and then at least you now know that you got to go into high level, look at it, so it's not so much, it's not too much at one time. Does it make sense? So that way, because before I start having you put it into high level, I want to take a look at it first and clean it up first before we waste time and putting it in. I was like, oh no, that's not right. So get it all into the drive. You guys have the drive, right?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. And so any questions on what you guys, because you got the first piece of assignment, chat. Now you can use chat to do tier 1, tier 2, and do more research on it. So I want you both to bring me back reports on tier 1, tier 2, because we're going to add this information to the website as well as to our marketing materials so that everyone who comes in is clear about what our goals and objectives are and why we're targeting these counties. And so I want you both to understand that as well. So part of your assignment is already done. Put it in Drive and do the research for chat. Is this a good time for us to meet during on Saturdays?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Mhm.
We'll keep this as our meeting time. Now, on Saturdays, I may occasionally run into something that I might not be able to do. So if I cancel on you guys, I will put it in Rippin, but this will pretty much be our meeting time. Are there any questions on what you guys have learned thus far? Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, so also you said something about the QR code for
Yes,
assignments.
we'll
What do
do
you want
that.
us to do?
We'll
Okay.
wait on that. Yep, it's just get the information in first, put it in the chat under different pages, create folders with both your names on it, and then organization, what you're working on, and we'll clean up the website for
Sponsors. Yeah.
sponsors, and we'll clean up the website for to get ready to actually use it as a space for people. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Any questions, ladies?
For the tier 1 and tier 2 researches, do we also put that into the drive,
Yep.
or do we
That.
put that in Rippin?
No,
In
put
the
that in the
drive?
drive. Well, no, we don't put
Uh-huh.
yeah, because it's like I can't. Their system is not project management. I don't know why they want us to go through. There's no way I can do that. Okay, so no, put it in the drive.
Okay.
Usually scheduling is how we handle with Rippin. I can do the Zooms there easily one time, and I usually handle scheduling there. And so we'll put everything into the drive. All right. All right. All right. Thank you, ladies. Y'all have a great Saturday. I'll see you next Saturday at what is our meeting time? 3
3 to
o'clock?
5. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
3 to
Yep.
5.
3 to 5. And then y'all might get out early. There you go.
Well, thank you so much. It was good
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
That was great meeting you guys too. And this really makes an impact. I just want you guys to know that the work that you are doing, you're doing this work with students in Africa, in Ontario, in Toronto. And so this is some amazing work that started on the campus of Shaw University. Everything that we have done has been student led. I mean, and I don't take a salary. I work part-time. Sometimes I sell it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes we have smaller clients. But right now, we are currently right now building systems because somebody stole the robot because we're teaching Black history and robotics to Black kids. It just blows my mind. And so they didn't want us to serve that population of people. And I was about to quit. My dad died. I was going through it. And people was like, Tamisha, you cannot quit this work. And then to get out of that and to take something I was doing locally and put it across the country, this is amazing. And I greatly appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart because this is going to reach so many kids. This work that you're doing, I could not do it without students. And I can't do it with grown people because they just don't understand the vision. But you guys signed up to take this course. This is not like you are changing lives. And I appreciate you.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'll see you guys next week.
All right, bye
All
guys.
right. Bye. Have a great week, you guys.
You too. You too.